Phantom alarms. When I was in high school, I had a lot of these experiences. In the house where my father lived at that time, it was really old, built in the early 19th century. There were a lot of times when I would sit in the living room and clearly hear the opening and closing of cabinets in the kitchen. Only my father and I lived in the house, and you can clearly see when his bedroom door was closed, and he was sleeping but still hearing it. My father usually worked from 3 to 7, but he worked until 11 o'clock one night. I was 17 years old at the time. At about 10 o'clock or so, I sit in my room playing Borderlands. I think I heard footsteps coming from the living room, which was adjacent to my bedroom, and I assumed my dad was home early.
I keep hearing the steps, so I pause the game and listen. The steps slowly go back and forth between the living room and the kitchen at a steady rhythm. I sat on the bed, terrified, and began counting the steps. Each time, it took 15 steps to the living room and 15 steps to the kitchen. Needless to say, I didn't sleep that night. I had another situation at my mom's house about 2 years prior to this where, out of nowhere, my alarm clock would go off at midnight every night. I assumed it was broken and got rid of it.
Time passes, 2 years, and my mom gets another new alarm clock for my room. Also, when I was 17, suddenly, the alarm goes off in the middle of the night. I didn't think of anything about it and turned it off. It happened again the next night. And then my sister pointed to the old person I had who did it. So, I checked and made sure no alarms were set. Then checked back at 11:56.
Surely, after 4 minutes, the alarm goes off. I was terrified and threw it away. The next night, a friend came to me and didn't know anything about last night. And my father was working that night. He left for work around 2 a.m. And my friend had brought an iPod dock to listen to music. You didn't have clock settings or anything. My boyfriend knew nothing about the last few nights. Until about 2 minutes after my parents left. We heard the alarm coming from my room. I entered. And you know how if you just plug in a watch without setting it, the numbers flash and turn off? Well, he was doing it as soon as I picked it up. The clock set itself to 12 o'clock and then stopped on its own. So, yeah. Fuck paranormal shit. I'm not religious at all. But I'm 100% convinced that it happens.